afternoon. We begin with breaking news. Ousted Egyptian President Mohammad Morsi has been sentenced to death at this hour for espionage, that is, passing state secrets and jailbreak. He, along Muslim Brotherhood leaders Khairat al-Shatter, Mohammed al-Beit Algi, and 17 others were sentenced by a Cairo court before the court transfers the cases to the Grand Mufti to review. 130 names were on the list, but only 27 actually showed up to court. The rest were tried by absentia. Last month, Morsi was sentenced to 20 years in jail for inciting violence against protesters in 2012 when he was president. Morsi's overthrow nearly 2 years ago triggered a government crackdown on his Muslim Brotherhood group, leaving rights groups to accuse al-Sisi's regime of using the courts as a tool to repress the opposition. And to hear about this more, we're joined by i24News correspondent Danny Swibel in studio. Good afternoon, Danny. Thank you for being with us at this hour. So is this ultimately a message to other members of the Muslim Brotherhood?
Absolutely. Many people in the international organizations, specifically Amnesty, call this a travesty of justice. Even after Morsi was handed down the 20-year sentence for inciting violence against the protesters, it seems like a clear case of him using the judiciary as a tool to repress opposition. Sisi has been vowing to eradicate the Muslim Brotherhood. They're 87 years old. He's been trying to do it from the beginning, and the Egyptian people in power have been doing this for generations. So this is nothing new in the country. He designated the Muslim Brotherhood a terror group in December 2013, so this is just yet another step in solidifying this. Morsi is also up on trial on charges with 35 other people for conspiring with foreign powers, giving information to Hamas and Shia Iran, spying for Qatar. So the rap sheet just keeps piling up, and whether they're true or not, it seems that the Sisi and the government and the judiciary that he's believed to control will make sure that they get what's coming to them.
Well, Danny Swibel, thank you very much for these updates. And also joining the conversation now is Hisham Fareed, i24News correspondent. Good afternoon, Hisham. Now, the sentencing is over Morsi's actions during the 2011 revolution, including the escape of Muslim Brotherhood leaders from the Wadi al-Natrun prison. What exactly are the charges?
Today there is two courts. One of them, they said that Morsi and the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, they were a spy and they were cooperated with Hamas. And also another one that President Morsi and some of the leaders of Muslim Brotherhood escaped from the prison in Egypt, which called Wadi al-Natrun. And 18 of them, the judge today said they will send these papers or all that to the Mufti. Mufti, it means the Grand Sheikh in Egypt, the Grand Imam, to say it's illegal or not according to the Islamic rules. Of course, it is not obligation, the Islamic sentence or Islamic point of view of that sheikh, but the judge, after 1 month, he will decide yes or not. But the most important thing is that one of the leaders who will be killed according to this judgment today, that is Sheikh Qaradawi. Sheikh Qaradawi, he lives in Qatar. He is Egyptian, but he already has Qatar nationality, and he is the leader of the Islamic World Organization. Is very VIP in all the Islamic countries. Sheikh Yusuf al-Qaradawi is a very important, and he was not in Egypt in that day. In this period, he was not in Egypt at all. And there is another one also. The judge today decided to kill that man. He was a Palestinian from Hamas, but he is arrested in Israel since 19 years. Till today, he is arrested in Israel, especially in prison and Negev, since 19 years till today. And also there is another Palestinian, he was killed since 3 years. It means today it's a very strange result of this court in Egypt, because most of them, they were not in Egypt in this period. At the same time, some of them, they already did since about also 2-3 years before. So I expect, according to this decision of that judge who called Sha'ban today, I think a lot of problems will happen in Egypt, not only the people who related to the Muslim Brotherhood, but also the Muslim in everywhere. Because, like I said, Sheikh Qaradawi, who is the boss or the president of the Islamic organization and all over the world, I think he's the VIP, and many people, I think, will have a strange or strong or bad reaction about that.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Hisham, for joining us.